It's Greg Valliere at Horizon with a quick update of all the things that are going to go on after the election. The election, of course, is over, but there are a lot of big developments. I'm going to list very quickly 6 of these developments. First, I think for the markets, maybe the big story between now and the end of the year is the meeting between Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi. I continue to feel that they will resurrect their relationship, and I think there may be an agreement to begin negotiations, pretty serious negotiations. I think it's unrealistic to expect a final deal this year, but I think at this summit on November 30th, December 1 in Buenos Aires could be constructive. A second big story, of course, is the Fed, which meets on December 10th and 11th. I think a rate hike is virtually certain, along with guidance that there may be more next year. But I do think Chairman Powell is beginning to worry about some headwinds from Europe because of Brexit. Global growth in general is slowing a bit, and I think the Fed may not think about 2 or 3 rate hikes next year. It might just be 1 or 2. So that's a fairly significant change, I think, for the markets. Another big story coming up is the departure of Congress, which will come in late December amid the usual fears of a government shutdown. Right now, the 2 big obstacles are the desire to spend more money on the wall with Mexico, which President Trump wants, and the other issue is the Democrats seeking assurances that Robert Mueller will not be canned and that he will get adequate funding. We'll fund the government eventually. It always happens, but it'll be drama toward the end of the year. Still, another interesting story is all the departures from the Trump administration as the shakeup continues. The one that I'd be a bit concerned about would be James Mattis, Secretary of Defense, a passionate advocate for more defense spending. If he were to go, I think that would not be a positive for the defense sector. And I think several other people, Wilbur Ross, a long list will probably go as well. And then how could I forget Robert Mueller? He will be back in the news. I think that's extremely likely, probably with indictments. He has spent much of the fall interrogating people who want to stay out of jail. And I do think that his report may come out before the end of the year. I still don't see any kind of ouster of Donald Trump. Impeachment, an outside chance in the House. Conviction in the Senate, still extremely unlikely. And finally, being Washington, only in my city could the one election end and the next one immediately come into focus. That, of course, is the 2020 race. I think in the next several weeks we'll have many Democrats announcing their candidacies. Way too early to say who'll be the nominee. Biden is the nominal front runner right now, but there are a lot of people jockeying for position, including, intriguingly, perhaps Michael Bloomberg. Well, that's it for now. A lot going on, and we'll be back in touch soon. Thank you.